During the teaching progression for the clean, we use the concept of a jump to help us get the bar from the jumping position up to the rack position on the shoulder. So Becky's going to demonstrate how we do this. We're going to do this from a couple different positions. We're going to start from the jumping position. Go ahead and unlock hips and knees right here, and she's going to jump with straight arms, and she's going to rack the bar on the way down. Go ahead. The next thing that we're going to do, you can go back to the hang position. Now she's going to slide the bar down her thighs to a position just below the knees. From here, she's going to slide the bar back up very slowly until she reaches the jumping position. When she reaches the jumping position, she doesn't stop. She simply jumps and racks the bar again. Notice how slow that was. There really is no such thing as too slow at this stage. It has to be correct before we make it quick later on. The only quick part right now is the jump. Later on that's going to change, and we'll get to that. Next, she's going to slide the bar down again, this time even further, down to the position on the middle of her shin, maybe a little bit lower. This is the position where the bar would be if it was sitting on plates on the ground. Reach down just a little bit further. From here, same thing applies. She's going to slide the bar up slowly. When she gets to the jumping position, she'll jump and rack. And this is what we do with the empty bar. The next thing that we do is we add a little bit of weight. Now we've got some weight on the bar, and we're going to go through the same exact process. Make sure that when you add weight to the bar, it still needs to be relatively light at this stage. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the hang. So she's in the hang position. She's going to slide the bar down to the jumping position, and she's going a little bit higher than that, right there, and she's going to go ahead and clean it. All right, next, back to the hang position. Now she's going to slide it down just below the knees. Same process. This is still slow on the way up till she hits the jumping position. Okay, back to the hang. Now she's going to slide it down. It's going to momentarily be on the floor, and then she's going to pull it back up again. Freeze right there, and go. And then she'll set the bar down. You'll notice everything right now is slow until you hit the jumping position, and then it's fast. You can think of this as slow, then go. It's like there's a switch. You have a slow speed and you have a fast speed, and you flip that switch at the jumping position. So now we're going to do 2 more reps immediately after this, but we're going to go through the 5-step setup that we use for the deadlift. It's also the 5-step setup that we use for the clean. So she'll take her stance, she'll take her grip, she'll drop her shins to the bar, she'll squeeze her chest up, she'll go slow until she hits the jumping position. Good, and we'll do one more. And go ahead and set the bar down. So now we've got a little bit more weight on the bar. Now remember, we use the concept of a jump in the teaching progression. A jump is a momentary burst of acceleration. In reality, the clean should start to be accelerated the moment that it comes off the floor, and it will continuously be accelerated until your feet leave the ground. So before, we thought of it as slow, then go. In other words, you wait till the jumping position to go fast. Now, the higher the bar goes, the faster it should go. So instead of being like a switch, it's more like a dial of speed that you're continuously turning up the moment it starts coming off the floor. You're not going to yank it off the floor, but now, as long as we're doing it consistently and correctly, as long as every time that bar is touching her thighs at the jumping position, we're going to start to speed things up. So let's go ahead and demonstrate this. This is going to be a little faster than it was before. And let's go ahead and do another one. If you're missing the jumping position, or if you're pulling with bent arms, you've got to slow it back down. Now we've added yet more weight to the bar, and so now you're going to see the same thing. She's going to start accelerating it right away off the floor. It used to be slow, then go. Now she's going to accelerate it from the moment it leaves the ground. Remember that a heavy weight will be very difficult to clean if you wait to accelerate it until you get to the jumping position. We did that during the teaching progression because it has to be correct before it's quick. It has to be right before you make it rapid. But once it gets heavy, you've got to start accelerating it right away. Let's go ahead and do one more. The higher the bar goes, the faster it goes. Good. So hopefully this helps you as you're learning how to clean. Remember, in the beginning, when you're learning, it's got to be slow enough that it's correct. You've got to make sure that you're touching the bar to that jumping position on your thighs with straight arms every single time. But as you continue to learn the clean, you've eventually got to speed the thing up. When you get to heavy weights, you can't be waiting until the jumping position to accelerate the bar. Start accelerating it the moment that it comes off the floor. I'm Phil Meggers, and this is Becky Meggers from Testify Strength and Conditioning in Omaha. And as always, we hope this helps you get stronger and live better.